Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Ethereum. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Waves and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why we prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 4 hour time frame and looking at this whole structure again from the lows of these June lows around the $878 at least here on the futures chart. We had the bearish idea in which we had this as a three-way structure coming up into the highs of 2K. And then we would be looking for something else downwards. The bullish structure here would be saying that we had this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into an A wave, then looking for a B wave, whether it's here or later on, like we have on other counts. That is up to debate. So those are the higher time frame structures that we are going towards. We had a few different ideas. One of them, again, if we are looking at this as a three-way structure, we could be having this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, it is not very likely that this is the case because again, the wave 3 here is very short. It is actually shorter than the wave 1, as you see here. So that is making it so much less likely that I don't really like it. The other scenario, that's not good there. This one was that we had a W, X, Y, X, Z. Again, Z wave here is very small in comparison to rest the W or the wave Y here. So that's making it less likely as well. So what we were looking at previously was this one where we had a three-way structure here into W, an ABC structure upwards, and then looking for this wave Y. Again, this whole structure would be part of that higher time frame ABC, related to discount, or if we are taking out these lows, we could be looking this as either the three-way structure up, 3 ways down, and then 5 ways up, creating a flat structure. At the moment, we have already retraced quite a bit here, so let's take a look at how much. We have not yet come back to the area where we would be allowing this to be a flat, so we can still look this as a 5-way structure. However, again, needs to be stated, we have not received any leg that is actually a partner leg here for this A wave, unless we want to be thinking that this is a connector wave on itself, connecting this whole thing to the next structure downwards. I don't think that is very likely, but again, I just wanted to mention that as well here. So the idea is still that we are missing the partner leg for this structure after creating this three-way structure. This, however, is very fast. This wave Y is of course possible that this is already done. And if we are looking at RSI here, we can be seeing that we are actually taking out the lows that we had here on June lows on RSI as well, which is a bit worrying. This could be telling that this whole structure that we have here is actually done. But that is a bit worrying in that sense. We might be looking at two low over time frame, and of course we haven't finished either of these 4 hour or the 8 hour candles yet. So there is definitely time for this to pump up a bit higher, to close a bit higher, so we don't get too low of a RSI here. Now, if we are looking at more closer to this count that we have, we are already retraced around the 78.6 now of that A wave we had. And yeah, we don't really want to be getting too much lower than that, in the sense that we still want to be bullish here soon. I've got a couple of different ideas for the local structures that we have here, so let's take a look at that. Before actually that, we had this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 count and then coming down for some kind of retracement. There was that possibility where we had this as a wave 1, looking for wave 2, 3, 4, 5 and get that partner leg doing something like that. But again, now we have taken out the lows that we had here on 11 and 80. So we can't do that. So wave 2 or wave B needs to be here at these lows. But yeah, that's that. Let's check out the more local structures here. So as established, the C wave had the potential of ending here. We have quite a few different alterations here on this structure. That's why I haven't really labeled them. This definitely feels like, if we are just looking at RSI, we can see that the structure ends basically at these lows. There is a divergence here, that could entail that this is some kind of bullish move, or sorry, a motive wave structure, meaning that we could have this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, this substructure here is very overlapping. We can see that basically all of these are overlapping with each other, and we can't really have a wave 3 with such overlap, because again we can't have a diagonal in wave 3. So the only possibility I see here is that we either have a very large diagonal here, which would be really ugly, and not even have a overlap between this low of wave 1 and the potential wave 4 top. So again, depends on how you want to view that, but definitely not very good looking structure. In any case, I do think that we had something like this as the first structure coming down. So with that in mind, we had the possibility of having this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very similar that we had on Bitcoin, and at that point again we would just measure it like this. And the thing here is that we are actually measuring it right into the bearish targets here. So with that kept in mind, this could be a three-way structure. However you want to be labeling this first structure, it would need to be some kind of a motive wave structure to create us that A, B, and C into these lows. Again, these extensions are not very easy to read, and also I guess there could be some kind of options to label this as some kind of five-way structure into these lows, but I just don't see it that easy. On Bitcoin it was a bit better looking, but here on ETH it is not. Then after that point we had another structure here. Remember at this point I was not in a short position on ETH, as I mentioned previously. I was only on shorts on Bitcoin. Then we had this pump here, or this very rounded structure here, and the potential of having this as a end of something, and possibly even this could be some kind of fifth wave. We had the possibility again thinking that this could be wave 4 of this structure, so creating this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That was one alternate here as well during this time. I took my longs here, and as this formed into a very nice looking 5-way structure, I entered shorts. Again, the idea was that we had a potential expanded flat structure here. The extensions here are right around almost the maximum, and this is where I took profits as well for the longs. Again, this definitely feels like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It is very good looking. We do have that divergence up in here, and I took my profits right as we went across the third wave top. And I also entered shorts around here. Let me check the 1564. So yeah, give or take somewhere around here in any case. And I'm still within those shorts. I've already taken profits on those. We are still looks like we are still climbing down, but I'm not quite sure if we can label this in a 5-way structure overall. At the moment, again, we have already extended well beyond the 1.618 here, but I'm not quite sure if this is really something I want to be labeling as 5 waves. To me, this feels more like a 3-way structure, almost like this. However, if we want to be labeling it somehow, we are still far off from the 0.618 here. A 1-to-1 would be well beyond the 2.236, again, which we don't want to be breaking the 2.618 here for the higher time frame, which would be again this structure here. We don't want to be seeing that broken. 1-to-1 around $966 is still on the table. We still have this channel that we've been having for this larger WXY, this sub-minuet count, or the purple one, where we would have this as a 3-way structure like this. This wave Y here is very short in time, so I feel like this also has the potential of being the first structure of that wave Y. Again, the expectation here was that we are creating a 3-way structure, so that's why I do have that bias in mind here, although these are very extended, some of these legs. And just because again this is very short in time, there is definitely a possibility we are riding and coming down again. And after that point we would be looking at the higher time frame picture again, whether it fits the bullish idea or more of the bearish one. However, I do see the potential of us going and rallying up here at some point. Maybe it's very soon, maybe it's a bit later after we've created some kind of structure like this. But that is the idea I have at the moment here. Now, how are we going to be getting into longs is quite a challenge here, in my opinion. We've already had quite a few of these very strong wicks downwards. However, none of them has felt really good. Even this one here. I mean, you could be saying that we have a 1-2, 1-2 here, but just the thing that we have not even taken any market or haven't broken any kind of previous highs. So these highs should be broken, or these highs should be broken, and only at that point I would almost want to be getting out of my shorts. I'm still in my shorts again, as I mentioned, on ETH, Doge, Bitcoin, and yeah, those are the three ones that I'm still short on. But yeah, I just wanted to create an update here. Although I don't have a specific good looking count here, this is something that I'm still looking at. And how I'm going to be entering is when we are again breaking one of these highs that we have here. I'm going to be looking to see if that is a bullish move or bullish looking like move at all, or if we are just creating some kind of three-way structure like we did here, or at least the looks of it is at the moment. But yeah, if it does have the potential 5-way look, I might be looking into that retracement and getting out of my shorts, or at least taking more of the profits there, and then looking for longs as well at the same spot. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for ETH for today. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below. And for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.